I'm out here trying to save a 4106 today. It's been sitting here for a long time. First thing we did was throw an auxiliary air compressor on it to make sure it airs up. And the fronts would come up, but the rears wouldn't. We couldn't build enough pressure with the compressor. So we added a second air compressor. We can hear some air leaks, but the second air compressor was enough to overtake the air leaks that were on it. So we now have it aired up. So at least be able to kind of block under it and then crawl under there and see what's going on. It has been towed in here, so the drive shaft is disconnected. The brakes are caged, so we know that already, but we'll go through the motor, see if we can get it to turn over, check the injectors. The brake and accelerator pedal are both seized, but they're seized at the pedal. The throttle linkage is moving. The transmission cables are also seized up on it, but we can manually shift it into gear to get it where we need to go to get it out of here, or up on blocks to work on some more. It's got a Morse cable hooked up to the transmission, so that's a little different system, but it is actually disconnected from the trans right now. So again, we can manually select the gear. I'm not so worried about that to get it out of here, but we got to get the brake pedal and the accelerator pedal to move. But like they're seized at the pin that they pivot on, so that shouldn't be too hard to get that freed up. And hopefully the injectors won't be stuck. It's got jakes on it, which kind of sucks for getting to the injectors. Extra step. But I got 2 days here to work on this one, so hopefully we'll be able to save it and get it out of here. But the first problem of getting it aired up, we got that taken care of. Alright, so I was able to get the throttle cable and throttle pedal freed up and working good. Sprayed some Croil on it. Aero Croil. Stuff works amazing. Then just worked it back and forth. There is a grease fitting on it that we're going to hit with grease too. It's not been greased in God knows how long. But yeah, it was just seized up here at the pins. And after letting it sit and then starting to work it back and forth, was able to free it up. Same thing, the brake is also stuck. I've got it moving just a little bit, so it's freed up here now. So now the actual valve looks like it's not moving. This has carpeting and there's rust and there's all kinds of corrosion around it, so I'm going to keep digging it out, soaking it with some more Croil, digging it out, get down to where I can see what it's doing. Worst case scenario, we've got to replace the brake valve, but knocking off problems one at a time as we go. You know, I gotta get all this stuff working to be able to get it ready for the road. It's never easy. It's always something stupid that hangs you up for a long time, but I was really worried about this. Obviously the brake one, not quite as worried about this. A little bit easier to, there's no moving linkages. If that linkage had been frozen up, there's 100 different places where it could have been locked up at, so I'm glad that it's all moving and working right. This is a real common problem where you're taking off the inner lug and it snaps off like that. So there's a tool that you pound it on with a hammer and then you'll get those off. And we had 2 of them, right? We've already got one off. This is the second one here. So watch Jeffrey pound it on. Switch to the sledge.
And it's so easy to do.
Go to the sledge. That's good, it's on. We gotta be able to get it back off the tool when we're done.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
It looks like I'm taking my tool home with the broken off bolt inside of it.
Yeah, there we go.
Alright, I'm gonna grab that air gun. It's on the right way. you got to beat it out of there, and that's the part that sucks.
That's gonna be another day.
It's never a good sign when you start taking down the oil bath air filters and water starts pouring out.
Is it?
Oh yeah. I'm only on the first one, and it's just, I only have it cracked right now. I'm gonna let it drain slowly so I don't take a bath in this nasty shit. It's a good thing nobody tries to turn this over though, because you can end up bending a rod in it.
Yeah.
I don't know how much is in there, but there's oil, and then the oil would have floated to the top. So if it's leaking water at the beginning, then that means there's a lot in there.
He's talking to himself.
Here's the second one, and it's been draining for a good probably 30 seconds already. I had to get my camera out.
Yeah, we started flowing yesterday.
That's a lot of water coming out of there. That ain't good, really, is it? No, that's only number 2. We'll keep going. Here, you want to record this while I do number 3?
I would love to.
At least I'm smart enough to know to keep the little hooks under there, so it can only come down a little bit.
There we go. Let's see if we can get slow action. There's the Mamacita, que linda. I love the way it drips like that. It's a beautiful thing. Oh my God. Yes, we're in South Florida, everybody. This is a 4106. Been sitting for 472 years. Engine was rebuilt 2,000 miles ago, but she sat. Oh yes, and they did call for scattered showers today.
Yeah, it's just a good thing nobody tried to start it, because you would have most likely bent the rod on it with all the gallons of water in the air.
I do love oil bath filters. I like them a lot, but this is not good. Oh goodness, is that good, Scotty?
Yeah, you can hit stop on there.
Hit stop.
We're on.
Oh, that's
And of course, that's the driest one.
Look at this.
It's full of a bunch of crud.
Holy, oh.
You want to get up this one?
And this one's really nasty.
Hi, Mamacita. And then, check this out. Yeah, look at this, Scotty.
Dirt.
No, it's beautiful. We haven't had lunch yet, but
Look at this one dripping.
I'm getting hungry. I'm getting hungry.
See all this shit?
See, you use that word again. I love it.
Well, you can see here that the water level was all the way to the top.
Yep.
Guess who bought some?
Nasty shit.
Here we go. This is gonna be a good one.
It's just improper maintenance there. It has nothing to do with the water. It just has never been cleaned out before. Engine should breathe a little better when we get done.
Oh, it just
Sounds like a great date, huh?
look at this. Look at this. We'll do it on a brand new one on the front here, because that's just fucking ridiculous.
Well, that was the dirtiest of the dirt ones. The first one down here is pretty nasty too, if you want to do that one.
Let me just make sure I got it.
I'll spray some more degreaser up in there. When I removed that whole assembly on my bus, my first bus, there was probably 20 pounds of dirt up inside there.
Incredible, huh?
You gotta face the sun to get the good lighting on you.
Okay.
Jeffrey was draining the air tanks.
Okay, motherfuckers, put valves on your tanks and blow them out. Don't wait 37 years to do this.
Okay, we're getting ready to start this 4106. It's been sleeping for about 8 years, we think. Gone through, the rack's all freed up. It's been turned over a few times. We've primed the fuel system on it. Batteries are charged. They're a little low. It's only got 2 little Group 31s on it right now. It's got oil in it, coolant in it, and we're going to try to give it a start here. We have to use a screwdriver to start it because the switch is all torn apart. So by connecting the two connectors there, it should go. The damper is working for the shutdown, the air flapper. So if it does start to run away, that'll be my job to shut it down. And if it doesn't shut down, he's got a big ass socket there. He's going to knock out that primary fuel filter. That's the emergency shut off. All right, Jeffrey, turn it over. Okay, let it rest.
Fuel's tank going.
It's got some fuel in it. All right, give it a try again.
Yeah, you can see the battery, you say.
It's low. Yeah, let it charge up a little bit.
It's getting better. You can feel it freer in there.
Give it a shot. Alright, hold on. Because now we're not getting nearly as much smoke as we were. Okay, you guys ready?
Yep. Alrighty.
Get my screwdriver in position.
I got it ready. It's what?
Not smoking.
Yeah, let's check fuel on it.
This baby again.
Got it on?
Yep, it's on. Beauty, I tell ya.
My second start in 7 years.
back down to idle for me? Well, we've had a little problem. Oil is not supposed to be in there. My guess is an oil cooler has failed. There is no water in either the transmission or the engine, which would make sense. If there's a failure in one of the oil coolers, the oil pressures are much higher than the water pressure. So it would force the oil into the water. So now, is it transmission fluid or is it engine oil? Which cooler is the problem? There is no antifreeze in this, which is probably what caused the problem. It's just been out here with water in it. There was never any green tint or anything to any of this. And, you know, there's corrosion inhibitors and stuff in antifreeze, so if it was just water, something probably rusted a hole in something. So I'm figuring out what that problem is.
You'd have to put such a reducer on this fucker. You can do it. At least you can do it.
Oh, at least you got out before the nasty started. Oh, you can see the pile of shit. Oh! Oh my God, that's disgusting. It looks like a big old cow patty.
It looks like your patty. After a night at Taco Bell. Holy moly fuck-a-duck. Holy shit.
I gotta come over there.
It's Olympic. There's no words for this shit.
Oh, it runs up.
Holy fuck. Oh my God.
Wide.
There is nothing redeeming about this. It looks like a mist, but it's not. It's solid shit still coming out in the form of a mist. Oh, it's so much better now.
It smells good too. We might have to call the EPA.
Someone should.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's diarrhea. Look at this, it's coming out. Oh, God. We need a bidet. Oh, God. Talk about whatever. Scott, I don't think I opened it all the way.
I don't think you did.
I didn't. I'm going to open all the way and bring me the hose with the nozzle on it. I got to clean this out. That's disgustingly nasty. The tank's in great shape, though, for what that's worth. I guess so. It couldn't rust with all that crap in it.
That is...
Oh, my God.
I don't know if the video is doing it justice of what it really is.
No, it never does. You can't explain this.
That is a pile of shit. That is gallons of shit.
This is my thing on every bus we get. I always want to drain these things, and I love doing it, but this taken to a whole nother level of yuck. Never seen this like this.
Why don't you just stick your hand in there and scoop me up a big handful just to show how nasty
Oh,
it is?
you kiss my ass right now. I'll give you a straw and you can come and get this if you want it. No, I've globbed enough on this bus.
It literally is, at least, I think it's spread more than 3 feet wide now.
It's more than 3 feet wide and it's almost 3 inches thick at the top. That's incredible, and it's spreading fast. I won't be here much longer. Because it's not going to let... I'll easily slip out of here, that's for sure.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
I know, when you lube it looks like... Oh, it looks bad. It's just nasty.
Well, they're lucky they're missing the smell of it, because it definitely has a very distinct smell, too.
I know, it's like it came up in your shower with a corn. Oh, shit. By the way, everybody, Scott eats corn. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, I'll stop the video there. Parking brake back?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got a neutral?
Yes.
Okay. She didn't even flinch coming out of that.
Yeah, no, it moved right away. It seemed like it had a lot of power. Go ahead and shut your switch off so your lights turn off.
Yeah, she didn't hesitate a bit.
Nope, it moved good. I think having that wood under there helped it get out of that little sand hole, though.
Yeah, but it had 3 that weren't, so it was still...
Yeah.
That was good power. Go.